You know what I'm saying? Today is the ISUPK, Lashwan Qadash out of Arizona. I'm Police Officer 50 Razan, holding it down tonight. Today we're going to be going over vocabulary words. It's going to be adding to your vocabulary list for Lashwan Qadash today. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? As important as everything else, everything we're going to do in Lashwan Qadash is always important. Sentence structures, you know what I'm saying? All the prepositions that you need to know, the possessive adjectives you need to know, how to form sentences. Everything is important, but having vocabulary words is also important, as you know, as you're going through school, right? What's something that your English teacher always gives you? Vocabulary word. Because vocabulary helps you build your ability to form sentences and to speak, right?
Right.
So vocabulary is just as important to get into, to give out. So that way, you can, as you're studying your Lashwan Qadash, you're able to better build on your vocabulary and words that you can use in Lashwan Qadash. Right? You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that we're taking in all aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't always go over the fact of the vocabulary words, but today that's gonna be what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be doing words from C, D. I believe we're gonna hit into E as well. All right, with that, just to state that, we have the trooper come up. He's gonna write down, the Lashwan Qadash, you know, saying the Hebrew characters.
Sir. You want the
just the ancient.
count as one count.
Make sure you put the sound they make underneath.
Count as one count.
I tell you, what brother has the best handwriting for the characters. And just thinking, if you feel like you feel like the characters for Lashwan Qadash looks weird, realize that Lashwan Qadash is a what you consider a pictographical language, right? In the same vein as hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? These were, of course, over time. This is what they can look like over time. But before that, they look more like what the words represented. We do have that class. On the page, if you need to go back and look at it, what each of these characters mean. Each character has a meaning to it. So you can always go back to a class here on our page and look at that class. We go over what these characters mean. So they feel like they look weird. You know what I'm saying? It's because the Hebrew language is described as a pictographical language. It's one thing that the oppressor tries to hide from us. About things like this. They have you feel like like the Egyptians on one that had a hieroglyphics or a pictographical language. It's not true at all. A lot of Eastern cultures, I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Had their characters or represents them in the real world. And that's something that our oppressors try to get us away from. Try to take that knowledge away from us knowing.
Right.
But of course, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. He's given us here. You know what I'm saying, ISUPK. You know what I'm saying, the reveal that mystery to us. You know what I'm saying, that they give us that knowledge, so we can break it down to our people.
Slow.
All right, go. Pronounce real quick.
Kana wakana. Ba ga da ha wa za ha ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha tha.
But
That's what.
take it up in the hand. I tell you what, it's one of the things about learning a new language is always learning the alphabet of that language. You know what I'm saying? Brother did an amazing job, coming through here just all in one go. This is not easy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta memorize each character's sound to it, and then the order. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta write these characters in. That's a hard thing to do. As you remember as a kid, trying to memorize the alphabet in school. You know what I'm saying? There's a specific order you say the alphabet, specific order you say, the Lashwan Qadash. You know what I'm saying? So, what's our,
That's fine, correct, sir.
All right, so we get into the vocabulary. They're going to start with a few vocabularies from C. All right. Make sure you got a pen and paper or whatever you're using to write these words down on. All right, so one first word we're going to go over, right, is it's call. All right. So the word for call would be korah. Right. Go to the doctor so you know the vibration, but you see it all together. It's korah. All right. All right, so this is a good one to know. This is captivity. All right. Captivity is going to be shabya. All right. Be shab. Yeah. Okay. We got kwa for call, for captivity. Make that better. All right, so shabia for captivity. All right. All right, so for we do celebrate. Israel, this is what we love to do. What? We love celebrating, love a good time, love parties. All right. The word would be kagad. Right. Kagad. Right. Okay, then I was going to give you the word for child. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm just saying my child, you know what I'm saying? In the Hebrew, it's going to be the word to be Yalad, child. So just starting off, like I said, we'll do like 4 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're all right, so we got call, got captivity, celebrate, child. So Korah for call, Shabia for captivity, Kagad for celebrate, and Yalad for child. And make sure, remember, you said the ka, this ka right here, if you don't know Hebrew, there's two kas, right? So there's the upper ka and the lower ka. So you pronounce this one, it's like move like that. That goes on the ka sound, right? Whereas the upper one is going to be a ka, a regular ka. So you're saying this one, you're saying kagad, right? So just that you, and then the notes that way, because you say the other one, you might get confused. When you say kagad, you say a different word, but not you might trying to tell the brother to celebrate. We might tell them something completely different.
Right.
All right, so just make sure that you know you're pronouncing your words correctly.
Come on, sir.
So this ka is pronounced ka. It's like you said, like katazah. No. We just say katazah as just regular, but your proper would be katazah. Right, katazah, like it's a more guttural sound. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to kind of pronounce, but you got to like hear it as the brother say.
Come on, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But you can just for each word do the ancient and the Syrian.
Of course, sir.
Hebrew for each one.
Absolutely.
And just choose a different color.
Sir.
Yeah, I tested them all. They all should be good to go.
Wow. Shah.
So make sure it's a little closer because maybe that's all one word. So try to make that yah a little closer to the ba. Remember that's all one word. The dot is just to give you the pronunciation. Right.
Like so?
Count. Yeah.
Boom.
So you see the brother with those two lines underneath, that's the connector. So you see how the brother has the sha and the ba connected. That's when you know that that's pronounced sha. While the yah by itself, that's when you know you'll say that character in its entirety. Right, you keep going.
Yes, sir. It's a wild one.
Try to put a little bit lower so you're not running into the word. If you want, you put it right underneath your log. Can you do it one time in the senior too?
Oh, come on, sir. Yeah, come on. No sweat.
I just want to give a little help because most brothers on the Sabbath service, we reading it in the Syrian. So you know what I'm saying, just the brothers have knowledge how those words are pronounced, look like in the Syrian as well. It's right on the side of it where you gotta put underneath. Yeah.
A little rough.
All right, I'm sorry, Christ. All right, so we give just a second. Everybody kind of copy that down. So I don't want to wait too long, just because what I'm saying. The beauty of these classes being online is that you can go back, rewatch them, and pause. In the area, so you can always rewrite these over again. And that's kind of like the beauty of technology, so we can pause things and go back and write them down later if need be, or revisit the class all over again. We're gonna do a few more letters in C. All right, so we do a circumcise. Gave me my bad writing. That's not as good as the brothers. What's gonna be mall, right? For circumcise, it'll be mall. All right, we're gonna do city. City is IR. The city. All right. The class, as you guys are viewing tonight. That class will be Qatar. So Qatar for class. And then we'll do cleave. As these nations will cleave onto Israel. That time comes, as we know, as the Most High tells us, it's going to be the Bach. All right, so remember again. So for circumcised, we got Ma, city is Ayar, class is Kata, cleave is Dabak. All right, you kill that going to.
Yes, sir.
Entry in the city.
Yes, sir.
really should be adding a class to our normal Hebrew language as we say in the school. You know what I'm saying? Who's on that the kata tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're about to put a different one.
Mm-hmm. God's giving me.
Yeah, you know that's the thing about the Assyrian. You know what I'm saying? You got those those 5 characters that change at the end of a word. It's like for ha, gonna be a break in between, right? So just like that. For ha, it's not good. It's not going to fully connect on one side. Can't get up for the brother. You know, it's an amazing work. I'm going to again, like I said, circumcised Ma, City, IR, Class, Kata, Cleave, the Bach. Right? All, you know what I'm saying, important words. Well, every word is important. But you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, tuning to this classes, the Kata, you know what I'm saying, you know, these nations will cleave onto us.
Mm-hmm.
When that time comes. Right, of course, Syrian, the ancient, right, these connectors. We're going to tell you how to pronounce that word. Where you see the ma and the la, instead of saying ma la, it's connected to let you know that this is ma. Right? Versus when you see ayar, where this I right here is pronounced entirely, and the ya and the yar are connected to give you the yar. So ayar, just very important. Like I said, especially for brothers, as we know, where you're reading the Lashwan Qadash during Sabbath service, to know, you know what I'm saying, once you have the Hebrew in the ancient, you can pronounce it in the Assyrian easily.
Right.
And so have these down for your root words too. Because you know what I'm saying, well, always remember that, you know, when you're reading, there'll be times we're reading, you'll have prepositions or possessive, sometimes both on the word. So having these vocabulary words let you better understand what the root word is for that particular word and what the preposition with the possessive is on that word. So you better be able to pronounce the word. You know what I'm saying? So that's one good thing about having vocabulary. So you can get these kind of things down. So you have the root word always with you.
Right.
Get into some more. All right, so now we're gonna go over to get some words from D. Right, we'll start with daughter. For daughter is going to be Banath.
Sluggy, sir. Daughter will be Daughther, sir. Gher. No sweat. No sweat, sir.
I always get those mixed up.
Mm-hmm. Like laugh and cough.
Yeah.
No sweat. No sweat.
Yeah, I always get those. I always get the TH backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, so for daughter, the Banath, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we have for deliver. River's going to be y'all. Hot. This is y'all. You got destroy. Destroy is going to be abad. This is a fun word dictionary. Might know what it added to your. You spell again. Not the best spelling in the world. I don't want to spell bee. Dictionary. This is Malawan. Malawan. Right, so remember when you pronounce it, sometimes don't. I know it's very beginning, right? You learn this language, you pronounce things out slowly.
Cool.
Over time, you should be pronouncing these words out a lot faster, connecting it. So you should be saying Malawan. You know what I'm saying? You should be saying it quickly, not ma la wan. You know what I'm saying? So you get, so like I said, like abad, abad. Hatazayal, but not. You know what I'm saying? Don't think of these as just like you're trying to pronounce each character slowly. That's good. That's good when you're starting off. You're learning the language, learning the words, pronouncing each word slowly to help you kind of grasp it. But over time, you know what I'm saying, you should be saying this as one word. Remember, this is one word. The dot is to give you the breakdown how to say it. So this is ma la wan. And notice when the brother brings it out, this is going to be two different characters right here. Right?
Yep.
But these characters are connected.
Right. So they're pronounced as one.
So it's pronounced as one. Got it. So ma la wan, right? Same thing with Bod.
Bod is two characters, so it's pronounced as one.
Right. As you'll see, as the brother comes up, like I said, these are just words to add in. And I just want to give this word out here too, so that way you can put it in your book. My dictionary, your Malawan.
Yeah.
I use different color. You gotta use black just to kind of separate it.
Yep.
So they I gotta take that eraser and clean it in. You got the over here. You gotta be the same one, just as long as it's different from the black. It help the character stand out more. Got a little too much space between
Too much space?
Yeah. You break it down like boom.
Wow, one.
Like, we can be a little bit closer than that. Remember, it's one word.
Come on, sir. Better, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we'll get this bastard landing real quick.
Well, I really don't like the way the "not" is.
No.
No, you good. You good. I'm just saying, like, personally, I don't like the way the "not" looks in the series.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. It looks awful. Absolutely terrible.
You could just write it on right. Kind of go to the side underneath a bot. Like right here, so it's a little bit clear.
Concept. Getting nervous. Nervous.
All right, no reason to be nervous. All right, for that brother, you know what I'm saying? You notice, you know what I'm saying? This is still a "not." This "not" has a different form when it's at the end of a word. So just for reference, so the "ka," "la," "na," "pa," and "tazat" are all a different character when they fought at the end of a word. So this "na" is the same as this "na." It just falls at the end. So it changes form. Once again, like I said, and I gave you both in the Hebrew character for the ancient Assyrian for Banab, Hatzayah, Abad, and Malawan. Right there. Daughter, deliver, destroy, dictionary. Right. Start throw that in there so that way you building up your Hebrew language. To say, dictionary, it's called your Malawan.
Gone.
This says we're going more to the Hebrew English.
Right.
I thought it'd be nice to kind of add that in there for you.
It's called the Malawan. It is not called a dictionary. Right.
A few more words from me. All right. Do diligent. Diligent is karatazah. Karatazah, right? Karat. Diligent is karatazah. Do divide. And that is palab. You have a dog.
A dog. Is it out of one, sir?
The dog is what?
Is it out of one?
Out of one. Out of one is dog.
Does that mean dog out of one? Out of one?
What would you say? Out of one.
Out of one.
Out of one.
Mm-hmm. With a ma at the end.
My there. Wow.
I thought it would be close.
Are you trying to?
I'm just saying.
No. Listen, you gotta get us banned off.
All right.
What's what I think you be saying?
They don't know what we're talking about.
Answer what I think you trying to say. You can get a page taken down.
I would never do that. Oh, all right.
No, it's collab.
Oh.
I like this.
It's a lot.
So, you got a dog. It's a collab for dog. Make sure you keep your dog away from it. Your collab away from it. And this one, that's what I do for D. We dwell. We dwell together. You know what I'm saying? You shop. All right, so for going over again, flogging for my bad handwriting.
No, that's fine.
Diligent, karatazat. Make sure you get that raw in there. Divide, palag, dog, kalab, and dwell, yashab. All right, you can't. Try to do it underneath, like right where you are right there. Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, that's a little English.
I understand. You saw W there, you like.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking like a bastard for a second.
Right.
So I right. Boom. Boom. All right.
Like I said, once again, just good practice, good things to add to your Malawan, your dictionary. So that way, as you're, learning more about, more learn about the Hebrew, learning more words, the more you can start to form sentences and things like that. We'll go over sentence structure again, because I feel like that's something that is very important. Sentence structure, because sentence structure teaches you how to talk in a language. Well, now, of course, we'll go over adjectives and pronouns and verbs and all that good stuff. That is essential to any language. brother, you know what I'm saying? Really not. Your Hebrew characters look outstanding.
Oh, Salaki.
Right. So once again, you go in the green, brother has the ancient Hebrew. In the red, he has the Assyrian. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're getting these down. So this will help you when you're reading in the language. You know what I'm saying? As reading, you come across, it's always good to go back and always review what your prepositional, what your preposition and possessive adjectives are. Because at the beginning or at the end of the word, so when you have these, what you'll call the root word in there, so you better be able to read the Lashwan Qadash, what it does. You know what I'm saying? Which means even though Lashwan Qadash means holy tongue,
Right.
right? Qadash means holy. Lashwan means tongue. Right? Tongue just means your speech, your language. That's it. So this is our language that of course, we teach every Friday, across, all the UPK zones.
That's right.
What I'm saying? So once again, this helps you, get these root words down. We have the preposition or possessive adjectives before and after the word. All right, so we just get a few words from E. All right, so we do eagle. And Yashar, eagle. All right, we do early. My brother's never early, so it's going to be Makwadan, early. All right, east. When you're here saying east during class, you know how to spell it. We give it to you now. East is Kwadam for east. Kwadam. We just do easy. All right. The qual. Qual is easy. All right. Once again, eagle is Nashar. Early, Makwadam. East is Kwadam. Easy is Qual. Get the way. Get to real quick. Give me quick. Sure. Down. Go down for east. Qual. See. So the Shar and the Syrian. Right. So, wrong one. Sorry. Down.
Shall I finish, sir?
So,
Shall I finish?
no, got two more.
Go, sir.
My handwriting isn't as nice as the brothers, but
The Most High's hand is right in bed at all of us.
once again, each one uses the Assyrian form of the ancient one over there. Once again, we got the Shar, Makwadam, Kwadam, and Kwal. Alright. Once again, everybody had time to write it down.
They say good morning is it Tawab Layal?
Yes, sir?
Is it good morning Tawab Layal?
Oh, to what about the choir?
Oh, okay.
Oh, so Layal is good night then, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah, that's a good night. I had to get back with you. I can't remember. Good morning. Be Tawab. I had to get back with you, sir. I want to give you the wrong word.
No sweat.
All right, that's enough time. All right, want to get your last few words in from E. All right. Only putting a chart up there for the eagle for a specific reason. Hope it's caught on with this group of words. All right, so first we're gonna do Egypt, which is like everybody should know Egypt, but if you don't, Egypt is much as Orion, right? Much as our young flag. Egypt, we're gonna do elect, all right? Elect is number car.
Hello? Yeah, shalom, quick.
All right, you have enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
So enemy could be Ayabia. Ayabia. Enemy.
Mm-hmm. Ayabya.
Ayabia.
All right, no sweat.
Ayabya.
They're gonna do evil.
Ooh. Is that Roka?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you. No sweat.
You said Rakah.
Roka.
Rakah is spirit.
All right,
Oh.
no sweat.
The thing when we say the prayer, you see
Raka. He that says to him, Raka.
okay, what's normally come before that though?
Oh, no, sir.
You know? It's Rai.
Like,
Rai is evil.
Raka. Deliver us from evil. Right, Kaya. Right, Kaya?
Kind of, yeah. We pull up real quick. Sorry, so
Okay. I can't help it. I'm right.
right here. Because when you think about the Lord's Prayer, we say deliver us from evil.
Mm-hmm. I was shy.
So,
I
right,
was
Kaya.
shy now.
So, talking about Rai, Kaya, right?
Right, Kaya. See?
So Rai is the word by itself.
Uh-huh.
So it's Kaya is also by itself. So
Right, Kaya.
then we have in the cock, right? So when we say in that, so Karathwa, no, it's like so owl. What is owl?
Unto? Unto?
Owl is that's not really unto.
I think I'm thinking of Spanish or with.
So think about when we say that we say the salute to the sisters.
In the name.
No. So the thing about we say think about the Hebrew we say to the sisters for the salute to them.
And?
Once we have, so you know the salute is what?
Yahweh, Shamar,
Al
or El.
Al is what? In that,
watch. No, Shamar is watch.
Shamar is watch. Al is what?
Protect.
Al is over. You could use. So you tell the sister to from outside to watch over them, right?
Bible choir. Okay.
So Karwat is so what is so we say in the Lord's Prayer you see what Karwat, right? What is that say?
Over slide, sir. I'm toast.
So Karwat is plural. Okay, so the Wath at the end it makes Rakar plural.
So
we're saying that
from evil. Well,
from evil.
Us
yeah.
from evil.
Right.
And so in the prayer, as we read it, we're reading the Hebrew pronunciation, but we're reading English characters. Is us from evil together?
Right, but there's like a hyphen in between.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
But is that how it's written though? So that just so I know, like, am I understanding it right? Is us from evil together in the prayer?
Yeah. So
beautiful.
Okay. So I'll be Al.
Uh-huh.
There's that hyphen. You have
yep.
Karwat.
Right. What?
Karwat.
Karwat.
Remember that's a sound. That's the so that's
Karwat.
Yeah.
So, but
Rakah, just spirit.
Yeah.
So, but remember, a spirit is just a spirit, right? When you want to, when you have unclean spirits,
yes,
right, which would be the
evil spirits,
right? I think that's the Hatatama will be your unclean.
Okay.
Because remember, because as Christians we read the Christians was translated, they would say protect us from demons. That's how they were worded. Remember, in the Hebrew, there really is no word for demon because why?
We know what they are.
They're what?
Unclean spirits.
Spirits, but spirits are just what?
Just vibes.
Just spirits.
Yeah.
Right. So there's what? There's spirits and there's unclean spirits, right?
Right.
Yeah. There's spirits that's on the right hand of the Most High. There's spirits that's on the left hand of the Most High.
Right.
The ones on the left hand, those are the unclean spirits.
Right.
Right. So you know, but you want to be aware.
On the right side.
We'll be on the right side of the Most High.
Right.
You can't like not too.
Of course.
The letters.
No sweat.
Like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mom, you know what?
But just quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So do you understand why I put eagle up there?
Eagle,
No, that's group of words.
so that we know how to recognize um, what the scriptures are saying when it refers to the nation of Edom.
And also why? I put a couple other words up there on this one to show what.
Oh, so that we can correctly identify in the most important scriptures and breakdowns that we have in the UPK what exactly those words are in the Lashwan Qadash.
Nah, I put a specific word up there. Now even the first letters, the first group of E words, I put one word in here and the second group of E's to show what. It's the answers there with those 4 words.
Egypt, elect, and immediate. To show who the Egyptians are, who the elect are, who the enemy are, and who the evil is.
Nah,
Dang.
there's the reason why I had a whole list of words to choose from, but I specifically chose eagle, Egypt, and one other word.
Eagle, I don't know. So there's a lot here.
You don't know?
I can't. I don't think I've seen it. I had to step off for just a minute.
Okay, well, I didn't put. They said there's a reason why I selected the word eagle to be the first E word that I write down because I had a whole list to choose. I didn't have to choose eagle,
Uh-huh.
but there's a word there on that list right now that you're going through. There's a reason why I chose the word eagle. There's also a reason why I chose the word Egypt.
Man, this is a puzzle. I can't see the pieces to put them together.
You got to read the words.
All right.
What words are up there?
Matazarium,
Montezarian, which is Egypt. Okay,
Nabachar,
elect. That's not why though.
Ayamya, and Rai. Why did officers not put this here? Because these words appear in the Bible again and again.
Mm-hmm. But why? There's one word that I chose specifically. That's why I chose eagle in Egypt specifically.
Because they're evil.
Yeah, so sort of.
Because what they did to us was this kingdom is built after the design of Egypt. We are the elect. Both the Egyptians.
The elect. I just chose that word. That's we want to make the election short. Yes, but that's not why.
Okay. The enemy are the Egyptians and
Who and the reason why I chose eagle specifically to show who is what.
who the Egyptians are today.
Somewhat, but they have something in common. At one point, the Egyptians were what to Israel?
The enemy
There you go.
and
And the eagle was to represent who?
the enemy today.
And I chose eagle and Egypt, right?
Yep.
Because Egypt was at one point the enemy of our ancestors, right?
Right.
As you're coming out, as they had under bondage.
Right.
And the Most High said that who would come to us as what? They would come to us as
Swift is the eagle.
It's swift as the eagle, right?
Yep.
The eagle is going to be who?
The enemy, which would put us back in Egyptos.
Yeah, so that's why I chose those. That's why I chose those 3 specific words. And
Right.
that's why I also make sure I put enemy up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you not say enemy in Hebrew. That's Ayabya. America is your Ayabya. All right?
That's right.
Don't get it wrong. You can make some money in this country,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can get rich. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, you can pay 10% on average.
you just make sure you got that 10% to come in your honey.
That's right. The good steward.
All right, make sure you do that. But in the meantime, like I said, you can make money. But at the end of the day, you're still just a nigga.
right? And then Ra is just right. Mm. Yeah.
And you kind of missed the breakdown while I put that word up there.
This one is
Yeah, I make sure to put eagle, Egypt, enemy up there.
you know. It's it.
I'm saying the most I said no, anything that come against it would be as much as the eagle. I'm gonna make sure that that we know what eagle is in the Hebrew. Of course, we already know Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you should know that one by now. You have any modicum of knowledge of the Bible.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. But but a lot of brothers say we don't use that word ayabi a lot. That's enemy. So everyone know that the eagle that came toward us is enemy. Just the Egyptians were in that day. Oh, we're our enemy.
You look at America, what's their mask?
It's that eagle.
Mm-hmm. Mexico, the eagle.
And Mexico's real by who? So just like I say, as everybody's hearing, for people because Americans in this country, in America, are ignorant of the world as a whole. Because people think just because you live somewhere makes you the same people. That is a falsehood. You think you see a Mexican, just a Mexican. That's false. We see in Mexico are one the indigenous people that were there, our brothers and sisters. Also, our brothers and sisters that were there because of the slave trade, who went over there from slavery. Right. And then the conquistadors, the Spaniards. The Spaniards are what you see the mostly on TV and the novelas and things like that. Those are who you see. That's who you see more. Look, because you see somebody from Mexico does not make them indigenous Mexican, right? Right. Mexico is Mexican is just that's the country that they hail from.
Citizenship.
It's the citizenship, right? That does not make everybody that's there next. That doesn't make everybody there indigenous, right? Or as a I can't remember the word for Indians, Spanish. I know Indios. So I've been thinking it's bad, but I think I'd be wrong. So Indios, so not everybody is that, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because most ones you see in Mexico, you see on the news, you see in the novellas and things like that. Most of them are Spanish descent.
Right.
So it means what? The white man has a hold also over Mexico.
Right.
Also over South America. Y'all think that the Spaniards just came, took over, and then went back home.
They never left.
They never left. You know what I'm saying?
If I could think about it, it's called Mexico, but they speak in the Spaniards language.
Yikes.
Right.
And then it's Spanish.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.
So sometimes the Spaniards came, took over, forced them to speak a different language, and took off, and they just said, you know what? We're gonna just keep Spanish as our language. Nah. Only reason the majority of Mexicans speak Spanish because of Spaniards. Don't get me wrong, you still have pockets in Mexico today where they still speak their ancient language. You got to say?
It's like they still have the name port. A lot of us don't know what port means. They was transporting the slaves at each port. Port Aransas, Port Arthur, Puerto Rico.
Wow.
And then, shout out to Kevin Cutts. I didn't have to die to meet the devil.
Come on.
Damn right.
Right. So that's one reason why I make sure I want to put this word here today.
Right.
So that way you know how to say who your enemy is in the Hebrew. That's why I make sure the first group of E words, I make sure I put eagle up there. But I put Egypt because of similarities to from then till now.
Right.
Both are Shabi.
Slagia, Lord. Ayabia?
Yeah, so you be would it be Ayabia for more than one?
It will be Slagia. will be the Yeshabia.
The what?
The Yeshabia. You say Yeshabia, sir.
No, I said Ayabia.
Okay, Salakia.
Slide.
Ayabia. No sweat. Ayabia. There are Ayabia.
Yeah, so remember, like the big reason this would be Ayabia for
Khan.
plural, right? So I just want to make sure that everybody has this word specifically in their vocabulary.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? We as Israel, you know, as a whole, you know, our people have been led asleep to who our enemies are. I said we think that, you know, we can all just get along together, but it's easy for the people in power to say that. You know what I'm saying? Who, like, we just all get along. We all human beings, right? You all bleed red, but you know, but the people rule over mine though. Yeah.
If I could, sir, our people that are so asleep fail to realize every time they hear one of these "we all need to get along" things, that how can we get along if the ones that did us wrong have never apologized as a nation? Because it takes a nation to enslave a nation,
Right.
like, and you know, it's a lot.
Yeah, no, that's why too, because I saw a TikTok video last night where a brother was saying how he went to his cousin's wedding, and he realized that it was this big place. He looked over, he saw a cotton field.
Damn.
And he's like, "Is that a cotton field over there?" And then he saw in the back, he saw a shack. He's like, "Well, what's this shack over here?" So he asked one of the people that worked there, and they said, "Oh, that used to be the slave quarters." And so I kind of find out that his cousin was marrying a white woman who decided that after the wedding, they're going to have the people pick the cotton for their sheets for the honeymoon. And so his cousin and his cousin's rights, he got mad because he's telling everybody on the way in that they're having a wedding on a cotton field plantation. That they want people to pick cotton after the service.
Y'all gotta be kidding me.
So I was like, this right here is why this word is important.
Right.
And the enemy is important because you need to know who your enemies are. When you live in a world where we all get along together, things like what that brother experienced happens.
Come on, sir.
No.
If I could, sir. If Christ is white and committed suicide.
Well, we know that. We know that's not.
Wait.
That brother experienced.
Oh,
We know that's not happening. But you know what I'm saying? That's the words for today, though. So I'm saying we got a bunch of them. So just to end with the ones you have on the board right now: Egypt, but as Ayam, Lek, Nabakar, Nakar, enemy, Ayabya, evil is Rai.
that's right.
All right. Once again, in the green is the ancient Hebrew. In the red is the Assyrian. Once again, you know, especially if you're a trooper brother in the school, so getting both these down definitely help when it comes to reading the Hebrew. Not saying it's going to be easy, but it helps.
Come on, sir.
Right? Because when you're looking at it, that way you know how to, you know, break down, find what the root word is in there versus what's the preposition and the preposition that come before it, or what's the possessive action that's going to come after at the end. Once again, we already have a class on what those are. With that, make sure you tune into all our classes Tuesday through Friday, right? 7 to 9 p.m. Of course, on Saturdays, 11 to 1. I'm saying we are off of a cactus. And do we have this information down at the bottom of the screen?
Sir.
I forgot to put that down. That's on me. So we are what is it? 12416. If you type it in, like, we're at 20th and Cactus, right? You'll see the big ISUPK sign out front. I'm saying, so always, you know, if you're Black Hispanic Native American, make sure that you got it down there, sir. So at the bottom of the screen is going to be our the address to the school. Make sure you come in, get in class. I'm saying, pay your tithes,
Right.
and that will call it the class. Go ahead and do we have the no? All right, so for that one, to the class over to Peace Officer Demakia.
All right, this is the ISUPK security announcements. With the ISUPK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother sister. When the new brother sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ishura. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or a teacher. Preach fund, free offer for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation will be the Feast of First Fruits. Starts after the Sabbath of the unleavened bread. Right? Sundown, Sunday, April 9th, 2023. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. This will fall on May the 29th, 2023 on a Monday. Start before sundown. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 10 through 22. If anyone wants to come and troop in the school, start wearing all black boot, all black shirt, all black pants, all black headband, all black scarf. With that, we'll give a courteous salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amajim. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shalom Shabbat Rakatham.
Yajim Matah. Class dismissed.